Welcome to Faith Booster, where every story lifts your heart, strengthens your faith, and reminds you that God never leaves us. If you believe in hope, if you believe in miracles, then you are in the right place. Don't just watch, join our family of believers. Hit that subscribe button and let's walk this journey of faith together. The city of Chicago was glowing with winter lights. Snowflakes fell gently across the streets. But inside the heart of Michael Harris, a young man in his early 30s, everything felt dark. Michael had lost his job just 2 weeks ago. His wife had left him last year, and since then, his faith had grown weaker with every passing day. Tonight, as he walked across the icy Clark Street Bridge, he whispered to himself, "God, are you even there? Or am I just talking to the sky?" His eyes were filled with tears. The weight of bills, rejection, emails, and loneliness had crushed him. He stopped in the middle of the bridge, staring at the frozen river below. For the first time in his life, the thought of ending everything crossed his mind. Just as Michael leaned against the rail, ready to give up, a voice broke the silence. "Son, it's a cold night to stand here alone." Michael turned. An elderly man stood a few feet away. His coat was old but neat, and his eyes carried a strange mix of wisdom and kindness. Michael wiped his tears quickly, embarrassed. "What do you want?" he asked sharply. The man simply smiled. "Nothing. I just thought, maybe you needed someone to remind you that God hasn't forgotten you." Michael froze. His heart pounded. He hadn't spoken a word about God. "How do you know what I was thinking?" he asked. The stranger chuckled softly. "When you cry out in your heart, sometimes God sends someone to answer." The man slowly walked closer. "I once stood on this very bridge," he said, his voice trembling. "I had lost everything, my family, my job, my hope. That night, I asked God, if you are real, give me a reason to keep living." Michael's eyes widened. This was exactly what he had just whispered minutes ago. "And then?" Michael asked, almost desperate. The man smiled. "Then a stranger stopped me. He told me that pain is not the end, it is the beginning. That faith is like fire, it burns brightest when everything else is dark." That one encounter changed my life. I rebuilt everything, not because life became easier, but because I learned to trust God again. Michael felt his knees weaken. "But I've prayed, and nothing changes," he whispered. The old man placed a hand on his shoulder. "Faith is not about how quickly God answers. It's about holding on, even when the silence feels unbearable. Do not give up now. You are closer to your breakthrough than you think." The wind howled across the bridge. Michael turned to wipe his tears. When he looked back, the old man was gone. Panic surged through him. He looked left and right, but the bridge was empty. No footprints in the fresh snow, just silence. Michael's heart raced. Who was that man? An angel, a messenger, or simply God's way of reaching him? He fell to his knees, crying harder than ever, but this time it was different. His tears were not of despair, but of surrender. "God, I don't understand, but I trust you. Please, guide me." That night, Michael went home, opened his Bible again after years, and prayed like a child speaking to his father. Days turned into weeks. Michael applied for jobs again, not with desperation, but with faith. 3 weeks later, he received a call from a company he thought had forgotten him. The position was better than his last, the salary higher, and the team kinder. But more than the job, something deeper had changed. Michael's heart was alive again. He felt peace, even on difficult days, because he knew he was not alone. And every time he crossed Clark Street Bridge, he remembered the night a stranger reminded him that faith is not about seeing. It's about trusting.